Hi everyone, welcome to QAWithSJ channel. So in today's video, we are going to discuss uh, operators in Java. So basically, these are different operators. Like if you want to perform some addition operation, right? Then how you can do that? Subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus, increment, and decrement. Let's discuss these programs. I will go to our project, and this is our package. I will create one class file called operators example, something like that. So let's give some int x equal to 10 and some int y equal to 2. Then what I will do, I will add one more variable called sum, and I will just do the simple math. Let's give the sum. That's it. So what we did here, we have declared one variable called int x equal to 10, and this data type of y is int and y equal to 2, and some so final result x plus y. Again, the result is also integer, so I gave data type as int, and here the sub. So again, what I did, I just used system.out.println to see the output. That's it. Now let's do with int difference, I mean our subtraction equal to x minus y. Then let's print the difference. Oh, sorry. Then 8. Let's do something else. So for multiplication, we have to use x star y. Okay, let's print that. So this is just actual mathematical calculations. That's how we do in general maths, right? So we can perform the same things. Now this is multiplication, and then again in division. So when you do perform something like this, so how you perform the division? 2, 10, right? Something like this. Then 2, 5, 0, 10. That what would be the output? 10 minus 10, 0. So here we call this as coefficient, and we call this as remainder, right? Let's do the simple division division to get coefficient. Okay, then we have to use forward slash then y. That's it. Then let's put this. Now run this. What we got? We got the coefficient. So again, in division, if you want division to get remainder, then you have to use modulus symbol. We call it as modulus. In Java we call it as modulus, then we'll get the remainder. So based on your requirement, whatever the value you want it to be, you can do process that. Let's run this. Now you can see 10 by 2 is 5. If the remainder, if you want coefficient, if you need remembered, you have to use modulus. This is how it is. Now let's go ahead with increment operations. Increment. So basically increment is to add 1 to the same number. Let's do that. Int some p equal to 10, right? So what I'm doing here, I'm just assigning left side. I have just taken p as assigned a variable where we want to assign the value. Then what I'm doing, I'm adding 1 to the same number and adding it and storing that value into the same variable. Let me print p. Now what happened here? Let me run this Java application. Now the value is 11. So what is an increment? Is if we add 1 to a number and store it into the same variable. That's called increment operation. So just a shorthand notation for this is, you can simply write like this: p plus p plus plus. Okay. So this is called the shorthand notation is p plus plus or plus plus p. So there are, let's clear here. So in increment, again there are two things: pre-increment and post increment. Similarly same for decrement. Okay. Now let's suppose in z equal to some 10. Okay. So let me write it here: p plus plus, something like this. Okay. Now z equal to 10. Now what I will do here, I will just use plus plus z. Okay, plus plus z. Then I will try to print the value z. So let's see what will happen. So what is the z value? It's 11. So pre-increment means first we'll do one thing, directly we'll print it. Okay, plus plus z. Let's write then now run it. Now what is the output? 11, right? So what is a pre-increment is, first pre-increment, first increment the value. Okay, now let's take one more example: int a equal to some 20. Okay, now here what I will do, plus plus. Okay, now let's run this. What was the value of a? Still it is 20. So this is post increment. So first execute the statement and then increment the value. That's the difference. Let's take some example. Int some val1 equal to value 1 equal to some 30. Okay, and then we'll do one thing. We'll try to print this val1. Now what I will do, I will take one more variable called val2, then I will store that value in val1. Now here I will just do post increment. Okay, now what is the value of val2? Let's do it here. Okay, So the reason at 45 is 31 because we have did the post increment here at line number 44. So by that time values increase. Let's do like this. Now we'll see the difference. Okay. So post increment, what it do? First it print the value and then post that it increments value to from 30 to 31. So the 31 is stored under value 2. Then it got printed. So first as a post increment, first it perform the statement execution and then it post that it will do the operation. The updated value is stored in here and it got printed. So similarly same for decrement. Some j equal to 40. So let's do some j minus minus. First let's do one thing, minus minus j. So this is what? Pre-decrement. Okay, pre-decrement. Let's run this. Now what would be the value? 39, right? Let's suppose if I do j minus minus, then this is post decrement. So it prints the actual value. Now if you print the value, now the j value after this line, then what would be the value? At line number 50 it would be 40. At line number 51 it would be 39. You can see. So this is called pre and post decrements. I hope you understand the operators concept. Thank you for watching.